goes, especially in the pistol round, of course, on the CT side for Wizards. In one of the games of the ESEA Season 16 tonight, we have NIP against Clan Mystique coming up, of course. And Flippin takes point in the window room together with a teammate. Olof already fires away onto them. They are flanked as well, but a double nade takes out Flippin to 14 HP. Olof already pushed up on top of him. And LGB is all over the B-bomb side. Carry and Lowell though come back with 2 great frags, and now it's a 3v5. Twist on the back of the bomb side, firing away but can't connect to anyone. Doesn't get a frag, and now Muzambani with a backstab as well takes out Dennis. Only Twist and Olofmeister make that. Olofmeister on his own are standing, and Olof gets another headshot down there. 3 kills in the end for Olof, but Flippin and Muzambani handle him in the end, and Wizards take a well-played pissed round by LGB. To be honest, that strategy looked rather unfamiliar. They pushed through short and tried to get a grip on the B-bomb side, but luckily Flippin stayed alive in the window room. This enabled Wizards to get a few frags back as well, because they couldn't be flanked from short at that time. Olofmeister still had to take care of that CT and window room, and in the end, well, LGB just fell short to the frags. If you lose 2 frags in the B-bomb side and you've only got 4 players inside there, you can imagine it is an awkward situation for the terrorist team to be in. If you've got 2 players on the spot, but actually you still have 2 CTs in the spot as well, so you can't put down the bomb and you're basically crippled. Now LGB finally got the bomb planted in the second round. They had a nice little distraction going on in the middle, so I think Twist was sneaking in to get the bomb plant, while Lowell now saves his teammate's life with a FAMAS. Crims was running like a madman to get the knife frag and get some extra money, but well, thanks to Lowell, Wizards didn't lose that player, and Wizards take it 2-0. The terrorists, thanks to the bomb plant in the last round, are now buying up Twist with the AWP already, and he will be countered by Muzambani. Let's take a look at the 2 players to see where they are going and what they have in mind. Twist went for the early pick into A, but just missed the player running into the middle. Muzambani looking through the window, while Olofmeister already takes out Flippin in the underpass. The CTs had set up a pretty firm grip on the middle, but now they fall down to the LGB players. Twist takes out the AWP player. Now it's Lowell picking up the AWP, and it is a 3v5, so the first gun round already going into the way of LGB. Wizards can't recover from that 5v3 situation. Lowell now the only one standing. He still takes out Dennis on the balcony, but the terrorists are slowly but surely moving closer towards him while they plant the bomb. The terrorists obviously know where the CTs is at, and Lowell now just creeping forward. He knows that there's Olofmeister coming around the corner, thanks to the weapon showing up before the player model did. Lowell with a second in the round, but LGB will win that round and make it 2-1. And Lowell is not even able to save the AWP for his teammate Muzambani for the next round. So LGB off to a good start on the terrorist side. The CTs are now crippled. If you look at me, it is not enough to buy up. They decided to upgrade their pistols to a CZ 75 and a deagle on Lowell. The rest just has P250s. And LGB now setting up for a really slow anti-echo round. I think it's the stream, otherwise everybody else would be complaining as well. And as I said, LGB just inches their way forward. Olofmeister spies Mason, who wasn't aware that his knee and his hands were showing up right around the corner. Wizards lose their first man without even having contact to the terrorists. Now they are moving into A, while two of the terrorists are holding... No, actually one of the terrorists is holding middle, and Dennis is supporting him with a frag on the carry. Now Twist almost goes down to Muzambani, but recovers with a no-scope. Down to 25 HP he is, but still prevails and lives to fight another day. Now Side takes out Lowell for the last frag of the round. Equalizing the score is LGB. The Swedes make it 2-2-2, and this is one of the best scorelines ever to announce. It is 2-2-2, and the CTs are still not buying up. So LGB will be free to take the third round if nothing special happens. Olofmeister with a peek into A. Already saw one CT try to damage him with a nade that was successful. Lowell goes down to 78 HP. The rest of the terrorists are pushing into B. Olofmeister gets one onto A, but Muzambani in the B halls gets himself the frag. No, actually he went for the frag against Olofmeister, so no frags in the B halls so far for Wizards. Dennis takes out Carry on the bomb spot. Muzambani and Mason now with the rotation from A, while the terrorists are already setting up their after plan positions. Twist and Dennis down to 22 and 35. Maybe the CTs could get themselves another frag if they ambush one of the players. Muzambani in a great spot, but the terrorists will probably exit through B hallways or the CT spawn. And Mason is setting up with an AK. I highly doubt though that terrorists will push out into the spawn. There would be no real reason to that. But Mason still is there, and the terrorists will show up in a second. Well, they decide to stay in. Dennis almost goes down to Mason's AK spray, but he sadly couldn't connect any more bullets to him. Wizards save the AK, and LGB take the round. 3-2. Now the second weapon round of the CTs. This time it is a full buy, no FAMASs in there for them. Hi Max Terror. Where's your mod, by the way? You can see the equipment value was very low for the CTs the last rounds, as they were saving up the money to buy this run. Muzambani with the AWP again, and he's not having any luck on his peaks. Dennis, in fact, takes out Lowell for the first one, and he follows it up with a frag onto Mason. Now Olofmeister pushes out of balcony, gets himself one onto Flip, and just a real quick headshot there into the connector area. Olofmeister takes out Carry as well, and Muzambani now the only one standing. He still intercepts Crims, so he can't plant the bomb. 3 terrorists against Muzambani, the one-man army of the Spanish squad of Wizards, now firing away but not connecting to the terrorist that is hopping around there. Now he gets a frag onto Sipe, and Twist and Olofmeister suddenly need to watch out where they're going. Muzambani's scope is really sharp today, and he already cut himself 2 frags in the process. But he's certainly saving, and LGB knows that as well, so they are waiting for him to show himself, while Olofmeister is still checking out the bomb. Muzambani is slowly but surely walking up towards the B bomb site where nobody is. So probably everything stays as it is. Olofmeister now goes towards the B bomb site. Muzambani turns away. He's not eager to get a frag or anything, so he stays in the kitchen and saves his weapon for the next round. Wizards were overrun, and Dennis with the opening 2 frags on A really made it happen for LGB this round. The force buy of the CTs might be a little too eager to get themselves a few rounds. 2 FAMASs and only limited nades, just because Muzambani saved that AWP. And they only have 3 flashes to counter the terrorists, and that's really not what you want to have as a CT. Dennis takes another first frag in the round. Muzambani takes out Olofmeister to make it a 4v4, though the AWP player is still proving to be very efficient for the Spanish squad. Saib though takes out Lowell, Muzambani's support player. Now he needs to hide away a little bit. He's down a man. And Flippin with a backstab gets a refrag onto Twist. Now Flippin another one onto Saib, makes it a 2v2 again, while the autodirector decides to switch in third person mode. Dennis takes out Flippin from the bomb spot. Crims and Dennis now have to take care of Carry, who's got the AWP of Muzambani in his hands. He still has a smoke and a defuse kit, so if the terrorists are planting the bomb, he still could go for the defuse. Sadly, he doesn't have any flashes available for him. They nade him already, they know where he's coming from, and he doesn't see the terrorists on the right. He takes out the one on the left, fires away onto the second one. Now needs to get himself a decent weapon. While he's firing away through the smoke, he picks up the AK of Dennis, and he's pushing forward. He still has a lot of time. Now the bomb ticks a little faster. He fires away, doesn't connect somehow. Crims manages to dodge all the bullets, and Crims tried to buy himself some more time. He really didn't counter Carry's advance and let the CT win the round a little bit. If Crims was firing away onto Carry, he should have gotten the frag, but he decided to play cat and mouse, and that's why Wizards were winning the round in the end. I don't think that Crims was playing it to the maximum, while Carry was really working his way and working his ass off to win the round. And Wizards now on a 3-4 scoreline. Muzambani with the first frag onto Olofmeister already, opening the round up for the Spaniards. But Dennis with another first frag. He's really great entry fragger. Another one onto Flippin. Makes it a 4v3, and he proceeds to push into Kitchen. Goes down to Lowell though, and it is a 3v3 again. LGB, as I said, playing a little freelance style. I don't think that Dennis would have pushed into Kitchen that fast if it was a real important game for LGB. Now Lowell gets himself the frag onto Saib, and another one onto Crims. He makes it happen this round. 3 frags so far for him. He's down to 4 HP. Muzambani though helps him in taking down Twist and defuses the bomb. LGB giving away another round. 4-4 now. Still on the terrorist side, it is harder to play, so the scoreline is still okay for the Swedes. And still great effort by Wizards to stay in the game. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Lowell with 8, Muzambani with 7. Flippin was reconnecting during the last round, so he doesn't really have any frags on his account, while we have Dennis and Twist with Olof and Dennis with 9 each. Mason takes out Dennis when I was talking about him. Crims goes down to Lowell as well. A nice double covering of the CTs in the A main entrance. Rewards him with 2 frags. Twist got 1 back. On a 2v4 situation, Olofmeister takes out Mason, who was overextended a little bit. He should have went back to the CT's position to have a refrag ability. He decided to stay up front a little bit, and that got him killed in the end. Olofmeister leveling things back up, while Twist makes it 2v2 again. Now the terrorists about to make their move towards the B-bomb side. One already waiting for him. Olofmeister though kind of smelled where he was. Flipping goes down. Nice controlled tapping by Olofmeister, even though he should have gotten the frag a little earlier. It is a 2v1 in favor of the terrorists that just have planted the bomb. Carry already spotted one, takes out the other one, but Twist is there with the AWP to finish the round. And LGB take the lead again, 5-4. Don't let Wizards take the lead anymore in this game. The CTs are now, well, not broke, but they can't buy up. If you look at the terrorists' money though, if the CTs manage to win this one, the terrorists would need to save, and Twist just rocks the barrel with a frag onto Lowell. Mason gets the refrag, but Twist still has an amazing shot into A. Muzambani picked up the AWP on A entrance, while Olaf Meister and Dennis get themselves 1 frag each, making it a 4v2. Crims now covers the side entrance of A, already spotted Flippin over there. Now hunts for the frag and gets himself the +1. By Carey is at the terrace spawn and he's pushing in from behind. He's actually taking the very long route through the apartments. And the terrace are already running wild to find the frag. Sype now guesses that there's somebody in apartments. Wants to check that out to get himself the frag. But Dennis really needs to hurry up to get away from the bomb. Now Sype gets ambushed from behind. Carey is there. But he gets... No, Dennis actually steals the frag away from Sype. And LGB make it 6-4. It looks like a very relaxed game for the Swedes at the moment. I don't really feel a lot of tension building up in their squad so far. And considering it's Mirage, the CTs should have the the score advantage, but they are down 2 rounds, and if they lose this one, LGB will take, or will make them save another round, and this probably makes them lose another one. So Lowell with a refrag of the first one that obviously got Dennis got the first frag, of course, so Crims was able to get the advantage back into the terrorist's hands, making it a 4v3. Olaf Meister with a cheeky push into the CT spawn area got himself the frag onto Carey, who really wasn't counting on that in any sort of way. And now it's frag hunting once again. LGB going for the frag against Wizards, Flippin' the only one standing for the CTs, and he fires away onto Sype but can't connect enough bullets. Olaf Meister would have been there as well, just around the corner to ambush Flippin', and Wizards just get the occasional frags from time to time. They show their aim, but the overall team performance is not on point enough to get rid of the LGB pushes. And look at that, LGB just goes in without flashes, without smokes. It's a safe round, of course, but still they wouldn't take that risk in another match, I think. Carey, the poor guy, being shot at from 3 different angles. And LGB make it 8-4. So I think the bets on LGB will reward you with the skins. But this time the first frag in favor of the Spaniards of Wizards. And LGB is very far away from each other. They are spread out through the whole map. Sype is still on A, and he gets himself the frag onto Meissen. Spotted another one. It is the AWP player, Muzambani. Should have gotten the frag, and he did it in the end. He takes out Sype. He only took a few points of damage, while Twist now takes out Lowell in the mid window, and Twist gets himself another frag onto Muzambani. Flippin' now with a refrag, but makes it 2v2. Olaf Meister still needs to get the bomb, who was dropped in window. Really weird play by LGB. Now he picked it up, got himself the frag as well, and it is a 2v1 again. Carey still in the CT spawn area. He's sneaking through the hole in the wall, and now he might get Twist, and he gets a frag onto Twist. Now he has seen Olaf Meister as well. He's firing away already. Down to 52 he goes, but Olaf Meister is not on the spot. Carey thinks he is though. Out the flash goes, and another one to follow it up. Now the plant comes through. The incendiary nade damages Olaf Meister. He needs to get away from there. Goes down to 20 HP thanks to another bullet by Carey. Great play by him once again in this 2v1 situation. He already got himself a real decent chance of taking that round, and he gets a frag onto Olaf Meister. Great reaction Olofmeister just tried to sit it out and go in as soon as carry was on the defuse. But Wizards take that round and make it 8-5, so a slight sign of life by the Spanish squad. LGB take it way slower, at least at the beginning. Now they are speeding up and they are speeding towards the B bomb side. Dennis with another first frag. Now side on the A bomb side. He's already always working alone on the A bomb side, while the rest is making his way towards mid or B, depends on the round. And Olofmeister just slices through the CT's squad like a warm knife through butter. Gets himself 2 frags while I think running all the time. I don't think he ever stopped. Once again, it's Muzambani standing with his AWP. He gets himself a nice frag onto Crims, but now the terrorists know where he's at and everybody's coming his way. Not sure if Olofmeister is greedy enough to push in and try to get the frag alone. And he is. He's down to 15 HP. Muzambani now under huge pressure. Doesn't know where the rest is coming from. And he just barely survived that round. Now already dropping a FAMAS for his teammate. Everybody else buys up. This is the last round of the first half between Wizards and LGB Esports. The Spaniards against the Swedes in the ESEA Season 16. And I'm Boo from Germany. Hi Sailor, thanks for tuning in guys, it is a pleasure to be casting for you. While Muzambani gets the second frag of the round, Saib got himself the first and he tried to follow it up with a CSET 75 spray, but there were too many terrorists in front of him. The Wizards end up being down 1 player against 3 terrorists. They are Flippin and Carry trying to retake the bomb site, but Olofmeister ambushes Flippin with a nice CSET 75 kind of spray tap. He takes him out and Carry alone against 3. He already made it in a 2v1. Now he is just shut down by Dennis straight away when he tried to enter the A bomb site. And I hate the ESEA restart. Of course, we have to restart my game because it just broke down. It's the same with every ESEA game. Don't worry guys, we will be back and we won't miss anything. I know that because I know how long it takes to reconnect, and we will be there in the second pistol round for the second half. And I hope they have activated the scoreboard so we have the real scores again. Let's see. So as I said, LGB just goes for the standard strategies. Sometimes they call it a B go, sometimes they call it an A go, but there's nothing really special happening on their account. They just go in with their aim and take out everybody. So I'm connecting to the server again. Let's see. And of course we have NIP against Clan Mystique coming up as well at 9 o'clock, so that's in 1.5 hours. And this will be a real match. I mean, Clan Mystique didn't go to the Copenhagen Games. They decided to rather win the assembly, the Gamers Assembly, instead of losing at Copenhagen Games. And that's exactly what they did. So NAP against the French national champion. And we are live with the pistol round. Oh, of course, LGB taking on Wizards, and it looks good for LGB. While we see Flippin taking out Psych already with a 3k. He's starting off the round nicely for us, but Dennis is there behind the bench. He takes him out in the end and prevents Flippin from getting an ace in the pistol round. Great effort though by Flippin, showing that Wizards is definitely up for no good this half. They are still trying to get back into the game, and they're still trying their best. While we see LGB with 2 scouts in their lineup, Olofmeister and Scythe, and they both go for the mid pick. Nobody's there though. Everybody's headed towards A. The terrorists are fully bought CZ 75s, and they are trying to make a stand inside the bomb site. They are pushing in relentlessly. Scythe gets the first one onto low with a scout, goes down though to Mycen, Flippin and Carry racking up the frags. Now it's Dennis coming back with 2 huge frags off his M4A1, and he gets himself another one with a pistol onto Mason. Leaves it a 1v1 though, thanks to the frag of Carry, and Twist full HP, Carry down to 18, and Carry didn't pick up a decent weapon so far. He decided to leave A again to let Twist guess where he's actually at. And Twist decides to go for the wise decision and hides out in the A bomb site without showing too much of himself. I highly doubt that Carry will wait any longer. It's down to 30 seconds in the round. Let's see if he can spot Twist. He's very sneaky, and Twist still has the patience to wait. And Carry will run in front of him without checking the spot. Twist now goes for the knife. Carry still didn't realize what was happening. Now Carry is about to pick up a weapon. He picks up the scout. What an unlucky weapon to pick up in a 1v1 situation. Now Carry the frag against Twist. I don't know what happened to Twist, but he must have tapped out of the game because he stopped looking around. Obviously Carry was coming from the right, and he has known that. I bet he did, and he didn't turn around on purpose to let Wizards win the second round of the second half and make it 11-6, leave the CT saving, and maybe Wizards can get a grip on LGB in one of the next rounds. If they could actually turn the momentum around so far that the CTs, despite they are joking around, they are simply not getting back into the game, that would be awesome. And it would learn them a lesson, I'm sure. Lower with a nice clipping frag onto Twist. Reminds me of the old Call of Duty 4 or even 2 times, when you could lean around the wall in a millisecond and get yourself the frag. And Dennis just leans around the wall to get himself another frag here onto Muzambani, and Mason, he goes to work, but that's all he could do. The 3 remaining terrorists take the bomb site, and Flippin is trying to plant the bomb, but he's failing in doing that. Wizards win the next round as well. The third round in the second half goes to them, and they make it 7-11. Now LGB with another weird buy. Twist goes for the AWP and peeks into mid, and he gets himself the first one. Now he might be able to follow it up, but every terrorist that wants to stay alive obviously hides away now, and they successfully get out of the way of Twist's AWP barrel. The CT is now with a really weird strategy. Look at that, Olofmeister is pushing into A. As soon as they spotted, most of the terrorists are actually in that area. Olofmeister got the information through heading through the apartments, and now the push into B advances. Twist gets himself the first one in the entry. Scythe with one back. Carry the only terrorist to reply, and Twist in the bomb site, just running wild with his AWP carry. The first one to even damage him and finally takes him out as well, but he's still down in a 2v1. Olofmeister and Dennis with a Deagle and a CZ 75. No armor, no nades for the two CTs. While we have Carry with a nade and a flash and 45 HP. The CTs pick themselves up some weapons and Carry fools them completely. LGB about to rotate towards A. Well, they reconsidered as if they were listening to the stream. It is actually CT sided, but as you can see, LGB took the first half 10-5 on the terrorist side. So Wizards have a lot to make up for. When Carry puts down the bomb, he would need to collect the ace if he's actually clutching that round. And LGB just checked out the A bomb site. They were unsure where the bomb was planted. Kind of weird to have that. And Carry takes down Olofmeister. Dennis right around the corner though finishes him off with the Deagle, and LGB just got away with a scare. 12-7 will be the scoreline for the Swedes. And the one AWP buy round paid off for them thanks to a great push by Olofmeister, who was going through the apartments and had all the information for his teammates. They were then rotating into short and into kitchen, of course, to get the control of the B bomb site. And when the terrorists decided to get out of here and capture the B bomb site, the CTs were already waiting in two different angles to shoot them. And that was what Twist was doing from the kitchen. He had the support by his teammates from short that drew the attention away, and the rest is history. LGB in another hard spot though. They lose 3 people, and Muzambani just finishes off Olofmeister, who came in with a cheeky backstab. Wizards in a 3v1 against Dennis, and Dennis, the amazing entry fragger. He's on top of the box with the autoscope, but nobody's showing up. The terrorists are very disciplined and they stay away from that deadly weapon. So Wizards will win that round and make it 8-12. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. LGB is led by Dennis with 23 frags, Twist and Olaf with 18 each. Lowell and Carry on top of Wizards with 16 and 15. Keep in mind that Flippin reconnected and he already... I think his score got updated then. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it would be weird if he has 11 deaths in less than 11 rounds. So I think his score actually got reset to the one that he had earlier. Well, LGB is pushing into mid. Muzambani got the first one, but Crims is answering with a refrag, makes it 4v4 and picks himself the AWP. So the autoscope is supported by the AWP. Now Dennis though goes down to Carry as I am talking about his weapon, and LGB end up in a 3v3 situation. They only have the AWP as a decent weapon. The other two players are equipped with a CZ 75, Olofmeister and Twist. And Twist gets a frag onto Flippin, who didn't check the CT spawn. He didn't have any support in that account as well. And Crims now takes down Carry, who was too eager to collect the frag. Lowell probably called that the AWP player is around the corner. And Lowell needs to step it up a slight notch now. Gets himself the frag onto Twist. Crims goes down to 32 HP already. And Olofmeister still lurking around in the A apartments. You see him coming from behind. Look at that. And he will be able to spot Lowell from a very awkward position for the Spain. And actually gets himself the frag with a lucky spray of the CZ 75. And LGB back on track. 13-8 the scoreline. So this is mod only, chat, by the way. Oh, Twist really shoots them like pigeons. Gets himself 2 into short. Dennis with another one onto carry. Olaf Meister supports him nicely with a frag onto short, onto Meissen. Muzambani, once again, the last man standing for the terrorist squad. In a 3v1. And he's up against 2 scopes and 1 AK. So he might have a chance if he slides through their fingers into A and gets a bomb planted. Or he's headed towards B. Less exposure on the smaller bomb site, of course. So, well, he's checking out mid first. He's actually going for maximum exposure. He's not even checking the boxes where Olaf Meister was hidden at. He finishes him off quickly with a headshot, and LGB within the reach of 2 rounds to win the match and finish off Wizards and make a few people very happy with their skin winnings. The terrorists with a mixed buy, well, the mixed pistol round, pistol safe. Crims gets himself the first and just gets shut down by carry in the end. Sybe and Dennis though are there to collect themselves a few frags. Dennis finishes off carry as well to get himself the 3rd frag of the round, and LGB has got no problems at all collecting the 15th round. And Wizards looking down the edge into defeat. Let's see what they are up to do to prevent themselves from losing that match right away. They have a 3-man stack in mid, and actually nobody dares to move. I might disconnect in a second. Oh, the upload is going weird. I have a few lags, not quite sure why. But it just started. And I think the game will be over very soon anyway. Crims gets himself only 1 on the entry on A, and Wizards actually doing a great job of taking the bomb site A, but they end up in a 2v1 situation, and Dennis and Twist make it a 2v0 situation. I lost track of my words there. And LGB finish off Wizards in 40 minutes